Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy, Rod Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah, man, the day is a hot and humid one here in Shreveport, Louisiana, June 25th, 2024. And y'all know me, I'm going to be very brief, but I really want to talk about something, the power of the tongue. Proverbs, I think it's 18 chapter 21st verse says the power of life is in the tongue. The power of death and life is in the tongue. And whoever likes it will eat its fruits. Now, I'm gonna talk about this situation with Julio Fulio. I don't really know much about it. All I know is what we are being told, through all the sources that I check. And believe it or not, y'all, whenever I look at a story, I might spend 4 or 5 hours just looking at a topic, especially if I'm not familiar with it, and I look at things from all sides. And no matter what look at it from, our kids are suffering because of this new form of rap. Now, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with rap music. It depends on what time or what type of rap music you listen to. This young brother, Julio Fulio, is just one in a long line of rappers. Notice this. The rappers pass away. I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna say they passed away. Them niggas get killed. Them niggas get shot. Them niggas don't pass away. Them niggas get shot. Why? What would you expect when all they talk about is shooting other people? And I mean, I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can because it's gonna go to Facebook. But no, those brothers are not passing away. They are getting murked. They're getting murked. We're going to say murked for the lack of a better word. That way we keep Facebook from and YouTube from blocking this video. But yeah, I mean, when your kids are going to do these drive-bys around here, guess what, y'all? They're not listening to Lawrence Welk. They're not listening to Sam Cooke. They're not listening to Luther Vandross. They're not listening to no Patti LaBelle. They're not listening to Anthony Hamilton. What's that boy name? Anyway, October London. They not listening to nothing that's gonna put you in a smooth, positive mood where you just want to get with your girl and just chill. No, they listening to somebody who's talking about going to murk somebody while they're driving on their way to do this thing. So we can make excuses and say it's not the music, but again, if y'all not aware by now how the record industry collaborated with the private prison industry, all the while the government was spearheading that movement to bring drugs into our neighborhood, and they created a perfect storm. When they brought the drugs into our neighborhood, when the CIA first initiated cocaine into our neighborhoods, y'all, they had already discussed with the private prison industry and the the record music industry, how can we get this into their communities and get the total effects where they're going to sell it, they're going to talk about and glorify selling it, and they're going to go to jail. All three of these industries are making money off of our children passing away, y'all, or getting murked. They making money off it. You cannot really get a song on the radio right now, a good rap song played on the radio, unless you have murked 12 people, smoked 12 pounds of weed, sold 82 pounds of dope, had sex with 36 women, all before 9 a.m. This is what, and guess what? A lot of us adults are listening to it, so we can't blame it on our children. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to end this. We don't understand that the media controls everything. Between this rap music that's out here now, this certain form, because you still got some good rappers out there, they just don't catch the headline. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of good rappers out there, but we're not being shown nothing but the bad ones. Everything that they show us is bad, boys and girls. For real. Now let me show you something. These rappers, they're speaking to nothing about. I mean, all they're speaking on is toxicity, death, violence, chaos, mayhem, and destruction. Then you give them these video games. Do y'all realize these video games that you and your kids are playing, especially Black Ops and stuff like that, these are nothing more than military training simulation. The police, put it like this, the technology that we playing on these video games, we already know for a fact because the United States Army admitted it. They use these games for simulation purposes. Do y'all realize that this is different? This is the same thing, but do y'all realize a lot of these young cats that be playing these flight simulator games, if they get real good at it, they can get a job in the Air Force, make it probably about probably at least $100,000 a year flying drones for the military. So we're combining these games with this music, and which the games have combined the music. That's why your kids are running around here living life like a Grand Theft Auto video game. They really are so detached and devoid of real reality. Reality consequence don't hit them until they either in the hospital or in jail. The other person, reality don't even hit him till he wake up or in heaven or hell. Our children are slaughtering each other. We need to get on these radio stations, man. That's one solution we can do. First and foremost, we have to take control of our household again. If you got a child that's hooked on this type of music and you see he's going down that destructive path, first thing you need to do is take his phone away from him. Take his video games away from him. Give him books. Because guess what, y'all? The power structure, the white folk, the powers that be, they're more afraid of they're not afraid of a bunch of Negroes with guns in their hands. They're really afraid of a bunch of Negroes that got books up under their arm and that's reading these books. Our kids are leaving here, man, in record numbers. And 90% of the psychological aspect of why they're leaving here, either going to prison or going to the graveyard, is the music that they're listening to. If you keep listening to kill, 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 destruction, 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 mayhem, 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 that's going to become a part of your psyche. And especially if your children in their teens. You know, especially the average male brain don't fully develop till he's 25. So he's sitting around here, man, in an undeveloped mind, developing these ungodly ideas. Because again, the power of life and death is in the tongue. Hey, I know I was rambling on with this, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Hey, this your boy Rod Thomas Jr. saying, hey man, we need to get on these record companies. We need to boycott these record labels. You know, but again, in Julio Fulio situation, he's just the latest example. He was just one who basically lived a life. Didn't that nigga just get shot shortly before he got murked? He just got shot a couple of months or so back, or maybe a year or so back. Now he's no longer walking up on the earth. You know why? Listen to his lyric. I bet you can never find no lyric where that nigga actually say, I decided to go back to school, get me a degree because this street life ain't about shit. Now, ain't none of them niggas telling your kid that. You got a bunch of millionaires that live outside the hood telling your kids in the hood or war stories of what they used to do. And I'm going to be real, 3/4 of them niggas was never really about that. Hey, y'all be blessed.